Hi, good morning, good afternoon. Bonjour, bienvenue. Je m'appelle Kalin. This is another episode of Talks with Cal. I am your host, The Cal. Today we're talking about something interesting because life events change and things happen in an instant. And how we react to those is more important than the situation's outcome itself. Now, let me explain. Only a week ago, I was sitting in my office, doing the accounting on the spreadsheet, making sure that the spreadsheet balanced for the store that I was running. And then a week later, I was having to do a hard reset, which I'm doing right now. So life events are happening, meaning that I think it's time for a hard reset where I go home and do what I really want, because I understand working for people and I understanding the ideas of working for people, but I don't want to work for people anymore. So rather than continue to go down the same route of working for people and doing what they want, I'm going home to my parents. Not afraid to say that because sometimes it has to happen when you're young. You know what I mean? You're young and dumb. Anyway, hard reset. It sucks that it happens, you know what I mean? You lose your job, it's whatever. But at the same time, that hard reset and all this happening made me realize that I do want to run my own business like I've been saying. So I think it's time to do that. And the first move to do that is to get out of any debt that I might have right now, move away from where I'm at in Texas right now, find my way back home into Oklahoma, lols. Anyway, make some changes. I'm not going down the path that I wanted to. So like I said, it's time for a hard reset and just, get that business going. I won't say what it is, but I do want to run my own business. So, and to do so, I need capital. And right now, I'm not going to have the capital to do it. So go get a job, live with mom and dad for a while, get the capital you need, and then go back and do it all over again. So now you have the ability to reset and run your own business. It's not uncommon for children to move out of their houses at much older ages these days, because you either have to have two jobs or you have to be on your grind 24/7 doing what the man wants you to do. And unfortunately, I don't always want to do what the man wants me to do because it's not always the right decision. But the consequences happen and you have to deal with them. And you have to learn with that, you know what I mean? I'm not saying go against the man and go against the grain all the time, but like I had an issue with the way things are run sometimes. And it's not my say because it's not my business, but at the same time, like, how do you have a frontline staff and you're in the background not understanding what's going on, and then you make these decisions? I'll never understand it because you're not on the front line, so you don't know what that person needs without asking. And you come into these conversations real quick and in and out. I mean, it's typical owner CEO status. It just is what it is. And that's where I would rather run my own business because I'm an empathetic person. I'm a person of understanding. I understand the way things are right now. That's why I have these videos for you guys, you know what I mean? Because we're all going through this together. It is a struggle, but at the same time, you can't give up on it, you know what I mean? That's what I've been saying since day one of these videos, is it's not gonna be easy. It's not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. With all due respect, there are a lot of great homeless, but at the same time, there are a lot of people who just gave up on it and just got tired of doing it. And you can't, you can't do that. You can't give up on your hopes. You can't give up on your dreams. You can't stop living with some sort of purpose, because at that point, then that's when you just start going down the slippery slope of life. Say that one 3 times fast. Slippery slope of life, slippery slope of life, slippery slope of life. Anyway, we got it. The idea of conceptually gathering information over and over and over and over and doing what the man wants you to do over and over and over sucks. But at the same time, if it gets you where you want to be, in the case where even if you have to do a hard reset, look at your life, look at where you're at. Are you happy? Is what you're doing every day making you the better person that you want to be? If not, it's okay. You know what I mean? Find a way to reset that. And if you're already there, good for you. You're ahead of the curve. You know what I mean? You're doing what the rest of us should have done in the first place. But, you know, you got to learn. Some of us are hard-headed and knuckle-headed, so we got to learn a little bit harder. But at the same time, life just keeps throwing curveballs at you, and you swing and miss. And don't be afraid to swing, because at some point that it's going to go out of the park and you're going to get what you want. You can't get down on yourself, because again, like I said, that slippery slope is you know, it starts with somebody telling you that you're not good at something, and then it turns into you're not going to make it at doing that, and then it turns into them, you know, pushing you away or firing you from your job, or you quitting, or whatever it may be, and then it goes down and down and down and down and down and down. So that's why I'm saying, don't give up. Push. Do not give up on the struggle of life, because if it was easy, you wouldn't be learning anything. That's it. You know what I mean? You're becoming a more understanding and knowledgeable person of life every day when you go through these struggles, when you go through work, when you don't walk away when your boss tells you that you're not good enough, or you don't walk away when something happens, or you don't hang up that phone when someone makes you mad. Whatever it may be, become that better person and become who you want to be, because everyone around you doesn't affect you like that. Not if you don't choose to. If you continue to allow celebrities and sports analysts and athletes and so on to form who you are, then do you truly have an identity? That's where all this is going, is, you know, if you have to do a hard reset, find your identity. There's nothing wrong with it. I've seen it more clear now, you know, in the past few weeks of, you know, more and more people doing this. And I know it's silly to say, oh, I'm doing it because of social media. I'm not, but it's a great idea to do so, because I'm in a point in my life where I don't really have a choice. And that's okay, because struggles happen and you have to admit defeat and, you know, get back up and come back at it again with full force. Because just because it knocks you down, in the case where, you know, it did right now, I could be getting mad and throwing a fit and, you know, suing companies and all this, but it's not worth it. You know, it's not worth your happiness. It's not worth your time. It's not worth something that they don't even care about. It happens to them all the time, I'm sure. And if they really cared, then you wouldn't be in the position that you were in. You know what I mean? So you have to move on from that position and understand that you were put here for a purpose. Now, you know, fate has it that you're not supposed to be there. Don't get mad at it. I'm sure you're going to get frustrated and upset and be in a bad place at a time, but you have to gather yourself out of that hole and understand that you can get back up. This isn't your only option. You know, you may go through a bunch of them, and it is a struggle right now. We're in a changing world, an ever-changing world, and all these decisions that are being made by the people and by governments and by cultures and, you know, teens and parents and so on. It affects everything. You know what I mean? We're all kind of connected together. It's not a string theory type thing, but, you know, everything has its purpose. And when things don't go that way, then find the purpose. That's the point of Talks with Cal, is to find your purpose and find who you are and become that person that you want to be, and, you know, start your family, have kids, get that career you want to take off, become famous. Whatever it is you're looking for, don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it, because in the end, you're the only one who decides whether you want to do it or not, how much effort you give into it. That's why I'm doing a hard reset, because I haven't been giving the effort. I haven't been doing the things that I need to, and admittingly saying that is part of the steps, you know, to yourself. I can't continually go down this route and, by the definition of insanity, go in a circle over and over and over and expect a different outcome. It's just not going to happen if I stay here. So I have to do that hard reset. I have to make the changes, and who knows, maybe those changes lead to something that I never expected. You know what I mean? You have to be open-minded about the changes, and that's where we're at right now. Is the hard reset is keeping yourself open to changes that you may have not expected. Yes, there is an ultimate purpose. Yes, there is an ultimate goal. But what if something little minute things start happening in between there? What if, you know, you're single now and you find that person? Or what if you're, you know, away and, you know, someone needs you and there's sadness? Or, you know, what if you're sent there to help someone out of a situation that they're in? I mean, to some extent, I could say that I was sitting here in the beginning for that, and now, you know, to their own credit, that person's in a different place because they needed a hard reset. So again, I'm with you on this. The hard reset, if it has to happen, I'm behind you 100%, and so is everyone else, because I hope that you're out there doing what we say, inspiring, desiring, setting fire to your own life, because in the end, we hope that someone else is inspired by us. So, you know, social media is not a terrible thing. I was inspired by someone else who went through some hard struggles, and I thought they were on top of their game, and then they went through struggles, and I was like, whoa, even they need a hard reset. And it turns out that it's better, and there's a different situation, and you're seeing a different person. So again, enlighten yourself on why you need to do the things that you need to do. If you need to man up or woman up and change whatever it is that's happening right now, then do that, because there's nothing stopping you but yourself from saying, I want to do more. And how much more do you want to do? You know what I mean? That's where it's at, is, do I really want to be stuck here for the rest of my life, or do I want to decide to make the change and go somewhere? Because right now, stuck is not the answer. And that's where it seems that we're at. You know what I mean? Is just stuck in reality that it's a changing world, and you can't let that get you down. Yes, it does suck, and yes, there are things that are happening. Yes, there are trends that are happening right now that I really hope to change, which is why another reason that I want to run my own business, so I don't have to worry about relying on someone else to help me get to my dreams. They're mine. Why do I need you if they're my dreams? How bad do you want your dreams? How bad do you want them? You know, life in the end just happens, but you can't say that you're going to give up on it because something happens right then. Sure, it happens and it does suck, and you're probably going to get frustrated, but reset, step back away from it, hold yourself accountable for what's happening, and assess the situation instead of reacting. Act intelligent instead of react unintelligent, you know what I mean? Because anything that comes out from a reaction is nothing but ignorance. Sorry, not sorry. Not sorry at all. Anything that comes out of reaction is ignorance. And that's how fights start. And that's how relationships end. And that's how jobs are lost. And that's how whatever may happen. But in the reality, you have to react positively. I haven't been the best. I haven't continually done these videos like I've said for you, but I'm still doing them, and I'm still trying my best to get these out here, and, you know, the wake of life changing on me as well. So again, you know that yes, I am here talking about these things, but I am also with you on this journey. That's where we were at in the beginning, you know what I mean? This is a journey of millennials taking the journey together through life, understanding that it's not going to be easy. And if you have any questions, ask me. You know, I've been through struggles. My 29th birthday is in like a week, so I've been through a lot of struggles in my life, you know what I mean? In your young 20s and mid-20s, teens, you know, it doesn't matter. Adults, hit me up. I'm here to answer questions. I've been through a lot, and I know, you know, things that may help. And if it doesn't help, that's fine, but hit me up in the DM. Hit me up on Snapchat. Hit me up anywhere you please. You know? It's freaking Cal, bro. That's me on Instagram. It's freaking Cal. That's where I put these videos. You know, these videos go on YouTube, but they also, the promos go up on Instagram. So find me on Instagram, and you know, I'll be putting these videos up more and more and more and more. Then I'm doing a hard reset, and I'll have time, because before, managing a store is a little bit different, because you're there, you know, 50, 60 hours a week. That's insane to some people, but it's worth the struggle if you want to do it. But it turns out I want to change it. But at the same time, I now know that I can run my own business, because I was running a business that wasn't my own, and I was doing it pretty successfully. It just turns out that the owner wanted to do a different change, so I can't stop him on that. But all in all, you know, my my goal here is for you guys to have a better life and to go along this journey with you and to make sure that we're having a positive outcome. And in the end, I just want you guys to inspire desire and set fire to your own life. Who knows, maybe you'll set fire to someone else's life. Remind yourself, have a good day. Let the sun shine in your own life. Let the light shine in someone else's. And have a good day, people. Hello.